and they go through a series of tubes that are picked up by the tubes of the epididymis, which lies alongside the testes. And there the sperm are temporarily stored. What else happens in the epididymis?
I'm not sure.
This is where the sperm matures. Okay, so sperm leaves the testes in immature state, matures in the epididymis, where it's temporarily stored.
You get somebody asked to point and come back.
Can you speak up a little bit?
Say again?
Can you speak up a little bit? Because people are talking like really. You have to speak up. There's people are talking like really. Can speak a little bit loud. People are talking like really.
Okay, can you hear me? Need a microphone, I guess. All right. As I said, the cells and testes I pointed out, you need to be able to identify those. You should be able to do so. We're going now with the epididymis. This is a series of tubes, and here's where the sperm is temporarily held or stored, and it matures in the epididymis. You can see there are a lot of tubes here. Let's look at the cross-section through one. Now, obviously, in the middle, all these cells here, this is sperm again, by the millions. And you should know the epithelium that lines it. What is it? This purple layer here. What kind of epithelium are we talking about? On your lab objective sheet. So pseudostratified columnar epithelium, okay? Pseudostratified columnar epithelium. We've seen that before in the respiratory system. And in the respiratory system, it was ciliated. Here, it appears to be ciliated, but in fact, it's not. What appear to be cilia are microvilli. They have a fancy name. They're called stereocilia, but they do not move the sperm. You may remember that term, or perhaps not, from AP1 when we were studying the ear. And some of those sensory cells in the ear are called stereocilia. Again, it's kind of fuzzy border that you see along here. Here are the cilia. These are the microvilli, the stereocilia. What's their function? Okay, they absorb excess water from this mass of sperm. What else? Provide nutrients. Again, you've got to keep the sperm viable. They're going to be in the body of a male for a period of time. Like any cell, they require nutrients. Okay? So the microvilli, which appear to be cilia, that line the pseudostratified columnar epithelium, absorb excess water and provide nutrients. They do not move the sperm. The sperm are passive. They're not swimming at this point. They're being moved along by muscle contraction in the walls of the tubes in the male reproductive tract. Okay, just superficial or deep to the epithelial layer, we've got some loose connective tissue. What's it called? Or just a mucous membrane. Lamina propria again. We've seen that before. Those mucous membranes have a lining of epithelium, then this loose connective tissue, lamina propria, and then muscle layers, smooth muscle usually. Okay, and here we've got smooth muscle, and it's in three bands, three arrangements. You should know the type of tissue is smooth muscle, and you should know the arrangement. Okay, so it's inner band. What is it? What's the arrangement? It's longitudinal. Okay, and the middle band of smooth muscle, which we see actually here, is arranged how? Circular, and then an outer band of longitudinal. So longitudinal, adjacent lamina propria, middle circular smooth muscle, outer longitudinal. And again, if I point to one of these, don't give me the whole wall. And then I say, which one? They don't give me credit. You don't need to impress me with your knowledge. I want to answer the question. So if the pointer's on something, the arrangement, longitudinal or circular, and the type of tissue, smooth muscle. Okay? So please read carefully, make sure you're answering the question asked. Here again, you see the wall. Here again, this is the epithelium, pseudostratified columnar, not ciliated, microvilli, to absorb excess water and provide nutrients. And this thin layer here is the lamina propria. Then the three muscle layers, you can actually make them out. This is the longitudinal smooth muscle. This This is the circular smooth muscle on the outside, longitudinal smooth muscle. Okay, it's a contraction of those muscles, the peristaltic activity that actually moves the sperm, not the stereocilia. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay. From the epididymis, and the sperm is carried